Hey everyone and welcome to the Learning Ladder. I thought I would show you what I've been prepping this week because it is prepping for homeschool week. I talked about it in my previous video. I was going to do a week of prep, then I was going to take another week off and then a week of prep until we went back. So that's generally what I've been doing. So let's get started and I'll show you everything I've been working on. So today I was working on Beowulf geography. So that basically was a ton of printing. So I went through for the past 3 days I went through all of the printable and activities that she's scheduled on her schedule. It's a buffet, so basically you choose what bits you want. So I went through all of them, clicked on all the links, downloaded all of the things I knew I wanted to print onto my computer, labelled them all week 1 to 35, and now it was printing day. So today I've printed everything apart from a couple of things for week 34 and week 35 because I ran out of paper. Although my groceries are coming tonight, so I have ordered 2 packs so I can finish that. So that's what I was doing today. So I'll show you all those things I printed. It's a giant stack of stuff. But basically what I plan to do with Beowulf Geography is do it interactive notebook style. So basically we'll just take all the things and cut them out and stick them into a notebook and notebook our way through the countries. But I am also tailoring it to go with Dragon Academy. So for particular books, we have the Tsunami book, which is book 2. We also have Glory and some of Sunny's book. They match well with some certain countries. So for example, the ocean study obviously will go. Sorry. No, it's okay. The ocean study. Hang on a sec. The ocean study will go really well with Tsunami's book, as I said. Glory's book, I'm going to do all the rainforest, so South America stuff. I also found, as one of her links, she directed us to a South American lap book, and I noticed there was a sloth lap book. Luca, shh, Noah. There was a sloth lap book as a recommended, not on her curriculum, so Beowulf Geography's curriculum, but on the actual person's website who the link took you to. So I thought, oh, that's perfect, because if you've read Glory's book, you know she has a sloth. So I thought that would go perfectly, so I downloaded that one. We've also got a few things for Sunny's book, desert themed. So yes, I'm really excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug all those into my spreadsheet. So my spreadsheet for Dragon Academy is to when we'll do those specific countries, and then I'm going to fit everything else around. So for example, I think we won't do it in order basically of how she's laid it out in her schedule. I'm going to tailor it to meet our requirements, but I know for Clay's book, which is book 1, I think I'm going to do the UK, because Clay is a mud dragon. I just feel like that's the perfect combination because it can get muddy here a lot in the winter and things. So we'll do the UK study. There was I found a hedgehog lap book to go with that, and that's so basically some animal ones as well as countries. Off with Europe first, and then we'll move on to Tsunami's book, which we'll do the ocean stuff for, and Australia and the coral reef, and then Glory will go back to South America, do the rainforest and all that kind of thing. So I'm just going to plug all that into my spreadsheet, which is what I'm going to show you in a second. But yes, I'm excited. This week it's been really productive, I feel like, and I feel like I've accomplished quite a lot. I also went through our history curriculum and wrote down what books we were going to do for our read alouds and independent reads, and what activities we were going to do this time around, because it's our second time cycling through the ancient Egyptian time. And I just feel like I've got quite a lot done. Anyway, enough talking, and I'll show you what I've been up to. So this is one stack and second stack of all the stuff that I printed for Beowulf Geography. I just stuck a little poster on so that I know which week they're for when I'm putting them into my binder, and then I can obviously just bring them out each week for the countries that we're going to use at the time. So in my project book, I basically just wrote the chapter for Story of the World, what books we were reading and what activity we're going to do for that particular chapter as well. This made me so happy. So I got this little zebra stand. It came with the pens at the front, so the zebra mildliners and the zebra grip ones, which I really like, but they're pretty ones. I think it's called the fancy ones, I'm not sure. Then I put some of my other pens at the back, so my friction pens that I really like, some regular Barrow type pens too, and it just makes me so happy which is crazy. But anyway, I'm all set now for when I start to do my planner, so planning our first week, and I'll definitely be filming that video. So what I did was, as you can see, I have a special guest holo Geography Junior folder in my computer, and I have put all the weeks for each activity, or that had a principle, or that I found principles that were from her principles that she suggested, into the folder. And then I went through today and just printed everything off, and pretty much, as I said, got most of it done apart from a couple of things. So it was there's all the week 1 and 2 and things. I got stuck here because I ran out of paper. So I've just got 34 and 35 to do, and then I'm done. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of variety, so it's obviously country related, but there are some animal things in there too, so some science stuff. So when it comes down to putting it into our Dragon Academy, I'll be looking at topics obviously that will go with certain books best, and then the other ones will just fit in around it. So as I mentioned earlier, so for example, when we're doing Glory's book, sorry, not Glory, ignore that noise, that's next door. When we're doing Tsunami's book, we'll be doing things like the coral reef, Australia, and so on, because she is sea related, and also anything that's ocean related as well. And then when we're doing Sunny's book, we can do the desert stuff. I'm going to do the UK and the Europe stuff for Clay's book, and then for Glory's book we'll do the South America stuff, the Sloth Lap book, and all those topics that really go well, all those countries that really go well, and then I'll fit the others around them. But when we do our China unit, which is part of our Dragon Academy, is when I'm going to do the China units on here as well. So in my spreadsheet, I'm just putting what activities for the Beowulf Geography we're going to be doing. So for example, weeks 8 to 9 are, in my opinion, great for the Hidden Kingdom, which is Glory's book. Week 8 to 9 is Brazil, fruit bats, sloths, South America, Venezuela, and animals of the rainforest. So for the Lost Air book, I have put weeks 34 and 35, which is Australia, New Zealand, Oceania, units, volcanoes as well, and so on. So that's how I'm going to fit them in, and then in between ones that don't specifically fit in perfectly, then I'm just going to pick which ones to do. But I know I'm going to put the UK and Europe ones in with Clay's book, which is book 1. The rest of the countries, I'm just going to wait and decide when we want to do each one. Because it might be that it comes up in a different subject, and I might think, oh, actually that'd be a good time to do this particular subject, particular country, and gives us some flexibility as well. But I have assigned those specific ones to each of those books. So I pretty much sorted out our morning basket cart. I've got a couple of new ones of these, for the ones that have ripped. I haven't put those in yet, but other than that, it's pretty much, so I've got all of our 2 Truths and a Lie, all our fact books, our quiz books up here. And then down here, I've got independent reads and read alouds all sorted out. I need to make tags for the bookshelf, so I'm going to do that soon as well. But first, I'm going to go shopping. So I'm going to show you what's in my cart, what I'm thinking about getting, and you can help me decide as well. Okay, so this is what's in my Teachers Pay Teachers cart. I'm so sad I completely missed the sale. I was just not ready to purchase at the time, and I don't know why, if they always have the sale that early, but it seemed to be super early. So it was on the 2nd and 3rd of August, the sale, and I just wasn't even remotely ready then. We'd not long finished for the holidays, so I just wasn't ready to start thinking about additional things I needed to buy at that point. So I completely missed the sale, and I don't know when the next one's gonna be. So I'm thinking I'm just going to bite the bullet and purchase. But it's the 18th today, 18th of August. I don't think there's going to be a sale anytime soon, and I don't want to wait too long because I want to get it all printed and ready to go. I don't want to be doing it last minute, because I thought maybe there'll be another sale at the beginning of September, but do I really want to be rushing and getting everything printed? Maybe, I don't know. So this is what's in my cart anyway. I don't really need any help with this because I know I'm getting these things, but there is something that I need your help with in a minute. But what I've got in my cart, so I definitely want to be doing notebooks this year. It's our thing. We're going to be doing notebooks in Dragon Academy, notebooking. We're going to be doing notebooking as an elective. It's just a notebooking year. So I knew I wanted to get some interactive notebook activities. So I have got several from this creator called Loving Lit. So I have got the writing one in there, I have got her reading one, and I have got her grammar one. What I intend to do with those, specifically with the grammar, I'll tailor that around when we're learning that particular topic in our learning language arts through literature. Similar with the writing, I'll wait till we're learning about that particular subject in our writing books, and then obviously I can pull out some additional principles for us to put in our notebook. And then the reading one, I think we're going to do this as part of our morning time, morning basket. So we'll do some read alouds, and then we'll do a few pages in our interactive notebook for reading, and make it more relatable, because we can talk about what we've just read and how those concepts apply and things like that. So that's what those are intended for. And then I've got a couple that are going to go with Dragon Academy. So I've got this Less Mess. This is the Peanut Circus. So this is cause and effect, interactive notebook, activities, similes and metaphors, and figurative language. They're not as big as those other ones. As you can see, this one's only £1.75. It's just a couple of additional printables that we can use when we're doing those specific topics. Then I just got this parts of speech grammar posters in there to me. I don't think I'm gonna stick it on the wall, because we don't have wall space for all those posters, but I think I'll print them off smaller. And then I bought, as one of my back to school items, a folder with I think it's got 50 plastic sheets in there, so a reference book, and my idea is to put them in there for reference for her. And then I got this for the first day of school, this mystery inference game, The Pets Are Missing. I thought that would be a fun one to do. And then this was just something I picked up. I can't remember why I wanted that one. I think I just thought it'd go well with our notebooking for dogs, because it's all about animal research, so I thought that would be good. And then the figurative language, again, will go with Dragon Academy for when we're doing those particular topics. So that's what's in my Teachers Pay Teachers cart. Oh, and that's for history, obviously. I just wanted some more interactive notebook pages for our history. I do have the Evermore pockets, but this one is specifically for middle school, so I thought that would be really useful too. Okay, so here's where you can help me. We're going to be doing Harry Potter, and it's the Philosopher's Stone here. It's the Sorcerer's Stone in the US, as our first read aloud of the year. My daughter will turn 11 in autumn, and I thought it'd be really fun for us to read the book together. But I was wanting to get a literature guide to go with it. Now there's two ones that I found. So I found this one, which is from Build Your Library, and then also one from Barefoot in the Trees. So let me know if you've used either of those, which one you prefer. They are similar in several different ways, but there are some differences between them. So let me know if you've used either of those, what you thought, and whether you liked it, because that's what I'm debating on. I don't know which one to get. But I thought they'd be fun to go with our first official autumn read aloud of the year. So that's everything in this video, I think. I'm just going to stop making those labels for the bookshelf. But I will see you in our next video. I hope you all enjoyed the summer if you're back to school already. And I will see you soon. Take care.